Hey guys, it's LukeMan97. Welcome back to another video on BeamNG.Drive. No folks, your eyes are not deceiving you. That is a van in BeamNG. It's an official one actually, not a mod. But before we get into it, I know I said last week that I wasn't going to be making weekly uploads anymore, and that's true. I'm not going to be making weekly uploads after this, but BeamNG came out with a new major update, so obviously I have to make a video on that. But yeah, from now until whenever I decide to make one next, or whenever there's an update next, I'm not going to be doing weekly uploads. But anyways, let's get into this update. Sorry. There wasn't a big, well, there was a big thing, but there wasn't like anything to do with maps. There wasn't a new map. There wasn't a map redo or anything like that, which is fine with me because our maps are fine. But they did add a new vehicle, which is this van. And it's actually, let's see, vehicle configuration, vehicles. This is the Soliad Lansdale. So we have another Soliad car finally. We used to only have the Wendover. And there is a modded van, the Abishu Kashira, but that's not actually in the game. That's just a mod. So it's finally nice to have one that's in the game. Yeah, there's some like derby stuff that we're not going to talk about that every car has basically. There's this the security car. I really like that because there's no there's no official vehicle in the game that says security really. And then obviously you have your taxis, the upper end models, whatever this is, and some race stuff. But yeah, we finally have a soccer mom sort of van in the game, which kind of makes me happy in a weird way. But yeah, you can open the sliding doors, which those are kind of cool. This is one of the lower end models, but yeah, it's a pretty nice new vehicle, honestly. And then I don't know which there's two parts of this update. I don't know which parts were better, this one or the other part. So basically, if you're wondering why I have it on sunset, it's just because the map looks way better then. But basically, BeamNG did a collaboration with Gambler 500. And I actually had to go look up what Gambler 500 was because I never heard about it before. So basically, it's like a rally race that they do across a certain track, and I don't know, it said they pick up trash and abandoned cars, and they're encouraged only to spend maybe like $500 on their car. Not anything crazy, but Gambler 500 in short is just like a rally they do, and I think they do it in most of the states. So that's basically what that was. I thought it was a game or something, but it's just a rally. So they added some different configurations to the different vehicles that just look absolutely crazy. And the first one is the Pigeon. So that's obviously a pigeon configuration. Oh my goodness, what have they done? Yeah, yeah, I don't know even what to tell you about this. So basically, this one is a pigeon with only one front tire. I mean, granted, it's an off-road one. A nice bull bar bumper. They have this like PVC pipe snorkel, which I haven't seen it before. I think they just added it. Obviously, it says Gambler 500 with the logo or whatever. I think this is the trunk, isn't it? No, I think the engine might be in the front. Let's see. No, that is the engine, I think. But in the back, we literally have a porta potty. And the description on this says, let's see, I'm reading it off the website because I can't remember all this. Who doesn't love a wilderness adventure with friends, fresh air, sizzling steaks, and refreshing drinks? Alas, when nature calls in a facility-deprived landscape, problems soon arise. After ending up in such a predicament, the author of the creation firmly pledged to never let it repeat. So basically they put like a better axle, bigger tires on the back, and a good bed, and a technologically advanced snorkel. So that you can put a porta potty back here basically. And the door actually opens, which I didn't notice that till now, which that's kind of cool. I can't really open it because the chains are there. I don't know why it says biohazard. I mean, poop is stinky, but it's not exactly a biohazard. And next config we have is the Civetta Bolide. So this one's called the Iron Owl, apparently, because Bolide symbol's an owl. Don't pay attention to that. It'll get me canceled. I don't know why I even made that config, to be honest. And basically it says that this bolide was once burnt to a crisp, and so it was taken apart and reconstructed into a 6-wheel 6x6 basically, and fitted with a drivetrain from Bruckel. So it's basically, yeah, honestly I don't know what they're even doing here. I mean, this is a bolide, it's a sports car, not a truck. But this is what I mean. Gambler 500 just means basically crazy configs. That's all I can say. The next one is the Piccolina, which is called La Brutta Anatra. I'm guessing that's Italian. Here we go. So with this one it says, I'm not even going to read the description. Basically they put bigger tires on the back, a rack with gas cans and junk on the top, and then they literally extended the front of this, put normal tires, and put a bathtub. Like, what? This is a car, not a bathroom. I mean, it's kind of interesting, I guess. And I guess if you want to call it that, it gives you more like protection in the front if you hit something, but still it's not really going to give you a ton of protection, because if you like hit something like that, you're still gonna maybe like mess up the steering. So yeah, I don't know what they're doing, honestly, but I'm all for it. I mean, BeamNG is a destruction game where we have crazy configs, so I'm for this. Okay, we have two configs from the Covet. The first one is the unstable. Yeah, that thing. So basically what it says here in the description, which this one's kind of interesting, I want to read this. It says that a rear-ended Covet lay rotting in a farmer's front yard next to a broken tractor, and the only reasonable step was to merge the two. So here we got a tractor wheel as the back tire, and then we have normal car on the front, which just makes me wonder, what are you doing with... Because, yeah, that happens. Flips over very easily. But it's, I guess, decent for off-roading, and it seems to always land upright, too. Like, if you try to flip it, see? Never mind, it doesn't always land upright, but yeah, it's kind of interesting. And then next one, like I said, is also another Covet config. Down here it should be. I'm missing the Covet on it right there. Called the Incapable. So basically what they did here was they took the front of a Covet and merged it with a trailer. Like, you know the trailers you see in the game? Let me give you an example. This kind of trailer. That's what they merged it with. This kind of trailer. And let me show you what happens if you hit this thing really fast with like a ram plow or something. Not good things, I'm going to tell you that. Which, this is going to be weird, this incapable config, because now you're going to be able to basically do, I'm going to put this on the highway. Now you're going to be able to basically do like 6x6 trailer towing. This is basically like a truck now, it's not a Covet. Where like you basically have a trailer right here, and then you can hook another one up to the back, which I've always wanted, like towing hitches on trailers. I don't know why they never did that. But yeah, let's teleport this out here, and I'll show you what I mean by it can split in half really easily. Which, I mean, it makes sense, because if you weld a trailer onto the back of the car, I don't think it's going to be very stable. So as you can see, it's already kind of splitting. Yeah. So it turns into basically the front of a Covet and a trailer. That's basically what happens to it when you hit it with something like that. Anyways, the next config is, I believe, a Grand Marshal, yeah. Where's the Grand Marshal? There we go. So basically, it says here what they did is, I don't know, they were trying to they had a pile of like rusted pipes and chains and just put it on the car for fun. Oh, here's the pipe snorkel again. The pipe snorkel is kind of interesting, honestly. It looks kind of cool, but it's like, why? Why would you use a pipe snorkel? And then we obviously have a bunch of like spare tire, gas cans. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know what the developers even did here, but we're gonna count it because next one, and I think the last. No, there's two more. The Soliad Wendover. They added a croco, which is basically, I guess, supposed to be a crocodile, a pair of eyes, jaws, and huge teeth. Yeah, I don't know. Like the headlights are supposed to be eyes there, I guess. That actually kind of does look like a crocodile in some ways. And the last one is actually the new vehicle, the Soliad Lansdale. They put a Lansdale config because they just added the thing. It says when the van's here's the Lansdale. It says when the engine blew, the van's owners got big dreams of transporting it into some high roof off-road camper, but it was too expensive, so they cut the roof out and added an upside down boat for extra headroom and installed big tires. Which again, just why, but I mean, you can see. In fact, this one's so bad, I want to just get out and walk around to show you guys how crazy stupid this is. Okay, so you have a boat on top, the PVC snorkel, whatever this weird paint job is, guardrails on the side instead of doors. Oh yeah, and a smokestack instead of an exhaust, which, yeah, I don't know. So anyways, that's the Gambler 500. That's all the configs they added. I'm not sure if they'll add any more in the future, but it's kind of cool to see BeamNG do collaborations with other things. They haven't really done too much of that in the past, so it's kind of nice that they did that. And yeah, it's just fun to play around with these crazy configs, I guess, even though you wonder why they even exist. But anyways, that's going to be about all for the update. It was actually not too much this time. I mean, they were big things, just only 2 things, not multiple. So, yep, that's all for this update. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you whenever I make the next video.